Hey guys, welcome back to another new video. So in this video, I'm going to review Nokia E72 in 2023, or you can use this device in 2023 or not. So as you can see, Nokia E72 here, and this device is laying around with me for a very long time, but I could not able to make any videos about it. And also I was not planning to make any kind of video about this phone. So this device, actually, I have been using long time now, and it is really near to me, and this is really good device. So this is a device from 2009, and as you can see here, amazing part about this device is it's really it's very similar to Blackberry device because it has trackpad. So as you can see here, it has a trackpad built in, which is unique for Nokia devices. So as you can see here, you can touch. And main reason to buy this phone actually it's trackpad too. But the scrolling and other things is not really up to Blackberry level. And the keyboard is also really awesome, but it is not really Blackberry level, but it's really good. And the build quality is actually better than Blackberries. The phones I have used like Blackberry 9790 maybe. The device is also plastic body, but it's not really premium like this device. So this device has like your volume buttons, which is not really common for the devices, but it has these volume buttons, and also power button is up here, and it has 3.5mm. This device is from 2009. Some of the 2009 device came with 2.5mm headphone jack, so which is really, I don't really like that because not really much earphones available for those earphone jack, but this one is really good. So you can use 3.5mm jack here, and as I said, build quality is awesome, and this device actually supports 3.5G. So now, if you think about usefulness of like calling and other things, you can do this in Asian country and most of the countries actually. But in some of the countries, they already shut it down the 3G network, so you can't use phone call and other things. So in this device here actually has like the processor 6000 megahertz processor, and have 250 MB of internal storage and 128 MB of RAM, and it has a 5 megapixel camera, which actually surprisingly takes really good photos. Let me show you. So I have a shortcut built in here. Maybe here camera is turned on, and it has a flash too, so it can autofocus actually. So as you can see here, so it is not up to like 2023 standard, but for 2009, this is really a good camera, and it can shoot 480p video too. So no complaint about that. And it has front camera and also ambient light sensor, so that it can turn off the light of the keyboard according to the brightness level of your place where you're staying. And also it can change the display brightness too. So now I have changed the display brightness manually to full brightness, so that I can show you here. So this device actually has a lot of issues nowadays, like installing apps and other things. You will have certificate error and other things, but there is a trick you can apply to this kind of phone, is that you can flash custom firmware on these devices. So I have flashed a custom firmware here. So as you can see, it is not really doing much here. There is no customization at all, but it has like removed the bloatware and also hacked the phone so that it can install all the apps or whatever you want. So if I go to application, as you can see here, it has ROM patcher. You don't really have to flash custom firmware to get this thing, but in getting like to hack your phone is sometimes, if you want to install those apps also, you will get certificate error. Sometimes they don't work. So that's why I don't really want to go those hassles. So I just flash the custom CFW, which is easier for me. But some of you, if you don't want to lose your original firmware, you can just hack your phone using some kind of tools. So this one I have been using long time now, and it has really powerful speaker. And maybe you know about this kind of thing actually. Previously, Nokia used to make Nokia Express phone, Music Express phone. Those phones has really good speakers, and this phone also have good speakers too, and have flash built in, and everything is there. So let's go interface here. So the interface is nothing like the Nokia E6 or something like that, E5. But the interface is very much similar to E63, E71. but it's really beautiful. It's not that bad. Everything is here. You can customize every button and everything. So whatever you want, you can do. Now come to the point, like if you can use this phone or not. So internet, you can access internet very easily. You can connect to the Wi-Fi or you can use mobile data. So let me connect to the Wi-Fi now for this demonstration. So as you can see, I have Wi-Fi. So Opera Mini. So this Opera Mini I have installed Opera Mini 12. So if your phone don't have Opera Mini, you can just go to m.operamini.com. So it will detect your phone and you can install it from there, Opera Mini. So this will work. This trick will work all the phones, not only E72 or any Nokia phone you have laying around. If you want to install Opera Mini, you just go to this address m.operamini.com. It will detect your phone and you can download the Opera Mini for your device. But the problem is that you will get certificate error. There is a fix for that. So I will show you that too. So how you can install if you are getting certificate error. So yeah. So as you can see, detected my phone E72, and also let me focus so that you can see it. Yeah, E72 and 7.1 you can install, and so I have installed 12 here, but some of you cannot install 7.1 or 12. What you can do is just go here, other download option, and just continue here. So if you go down here, you can select, like you see option for Opera Mini 8. So you can install Opera Mini 8, go to select code certificate, and you just press on no certificate and it will come here. Now you can install. So any device can install Opera Mini in this way. So you will not have any issue about certificate or anything. You can install it. So this is the trick to install the Opera Mini. So Opera Mini it will give you a much better experience than built-in browser, which is really slow and sluggish. I don't really recommend using that browser. So as you can see here, Opera Mini is installing and it installed. I will not have any kind of issue in installing this thing because I have already hacked my device, so I can install any app. And other things like apps and games. So I have installed a lot of games here and I do play games in these phones. Just nostalgic reason, I just play games and I have a lot of them. And these games I found in Nokia C3 these games, and I just copied those games and transferred here and installed, and surprisingly these games are working just fine here. And the main thing about this review is that can you use Facebook and other things or not? Yes, you can use Facebook by browser here. If you go m.facebook.com, you can go here and you can browse. Maybe Twitter you cannot. Now come to the YouTube. So most of you always ask me, can I install YouTube or not? Yes, you can. In Symbian phone, you can watch YouTube, but there is a catch. So in Symbian Bell devices, you can directly watch videos, but like this kind of devices, Symbian B9.2 or 9.3, these S60 devices, you cannot watch directly, but you can download the videos. So here you can see JTube. So I have installed JTube. As you can see here, JTube. If you want to install JTube, just search JTube and you will get this website. So let me show you JTube. If you search JTube, so there will be a website where you can download this. You can go JTube and go down. There is a website. Okay, you can download it from GitHub, or you can go to, there is a website actually directly. Yeah, JTube and then project. If you go there, you can directly download. So as you can see here, this one actually worked very well. This app worked very well on Symbian Bell devices, not this kind of devices. So you can download it from here. Even some of the Samsung phone also support, as you can see here. So that's it. And if I go to the JTube, I have a shortcut button here, and it does work here. So let me connect to my Wi-Fi again. So you cannot watch directly videos here. So let me show you. So if I press button, OK button, as you can see here, it comes here. And if I play watch button, okay, yes, it cannot play the video, but it will give you the download link. So you can download the video and you can watch it. But as you can see here, the download option available here, and it is 21.7 MB. Be mindful about that. This one doesn't play 720p video, so you have to go to setting and you have to prefer the video quality to 360p for this device. 720p may work if you install some kind of player, but as for now, in default player, real player, they don't play 720p videos, but you can download videos, even maybe audio also. So audio only also you can do that. So that's it about JTube and other, and you can play games and other things, and also you can send text message, calls and everything working just fine on this device. And actually this device is really excellent device. It's really good to hold. I hope they make WhatsApp and other apps for this device now. There used to be a Facebook app which works really good on Java Nokia phones, but that also doesn't work nowadays. Just few apps like Opera Mini, UC Browser, this kind of thing are working. But this device actually not meant to use this long. But what you can do is just use it as a secondary phone. If you have a good the Android phone, so you can use it as a secondary phone, because this can last very long. Like the battery can last very long. It will use very less power, and also really good to use actually for phone call and other things. You will hear everything very loud and clear. You will not have any issue with calling and messaging. So, but be mindful about like it supports the network of your carrier or not. Sometimes it doesn't support. Another thing that nowadays we are really talking about like always on display on look like in iPhone, but this device used to have always on display from very long time. As you can see here, the time is showing here. They just turn off the display and just show the time. It is actually with the Nokia phone from long time, and also from with Android it is there for a very long time. But we are talking about it nowadays too much. Surprisingly, this phone still works very fine, and I think this phone is actually better than using like Blackberry devices, which is running on Blackberry OS 6 or 7.1, because you will have a lot of apps for these devices, but Blackberry devices you cannot do anything. You cannot hack the device or install any apps there. But the using Blackberry devices is much like the user interface and other things much more richer than this phone, and it has like storage like 8 GB of storage. All the Blackberry devices also they have a lot of RAM, like 512 MB of RAM or 768 MB of RAM. Like my Blackberry 9900 have 768 MB of RAM. Even 9790 also have same, but this one only have 120 MB of RAM. But this device works really fine. I would rather buy these devices than Blackberry nowadays. But Blackberry OS 10 devices works really fine, because those devices has no problem with the app installation, because those devices support APK files, so you can slide load apps. So that's it all about Nokia 720, Nokia E72. And also if you need the CFW for this device, if you know how to flash, maybe I'll provide the link in the description below. I'm not sure I have the file right now or not. Maybe I have to look after it, look for the file again. So that's it all about Nokia E72. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time.